It's pretty spicy. Love It's Random Life! Yo, what's up, Random Lifers? It's been a while since I've made a video. If you're in the same school system I'm in, then you've been on spring break, so hopefully you've had a good time. We had a really good time, took my family to Gulf Shores. It was the first real beach trip that we've had since COVID.
Let's shred! Kwanzaa dudes!
So man, just glad to be back, and not only back to the beach, but actually glad to be back at work, glad to be back at school. So before spring break, made a video called Mi Pueblo Super Market, and there was a couple of things in the video I've gotten some feedback about, and you guys want to see. So I was gonna make a follow-up video. So there were three things. We pulled those hot peppers that I told you I was gonna make some salsa with. We pulled what I called a coyote, which I have some students to let me know it's pronounced chayote. I don't have a clue what this thing is. Which was kind of like this green spiky thing. So chayote, it's kind of like a squash and a pear is what I read. So I had that, and then I had a cactus leaf, which I was also told was called a Nepal. Cactus leaf. I'm gonna have to look up what to do with that. I don't think you just, bite into this thing. So I learned a little bit of something too. So those sat at my house over spring break, and when I came back, they were not super great. So I think what I'm gonna do is maybe next time, another time, go back to the chayote and the Nepal, and we're gonna focus on those hot peppers. So we're gonna make some salsa, probably gonna be really hot. We're gonna try that out, and that'll be our video for this week, trying some hot salsa.
All right, so to start with, we're gonna need some ingredients. Let's take some tomatoes. We need our peppers, a little bit of cilantro, an onion, and some fresh lime juice. We're going to start with the tomatoes. This is going to be more of a pico de gallo than a true salsa, so we're going to chop those up, put them in our bowl. Next, I'm going to take this onion. It's a medium onion. I'm going to use about 2/3 of it, so same thing. I'm going to chop that, add it to our bowl. When it comes to the cilantro, you don't want to use the stems. I'm going to use about 2/3 of this. I really like cilantro, so it's going to be pretty cilantro heavy. So we'll take the leaves, not the stems. We'll dice those, put them in our bowl. Now, when it comes to the chilies, I could go ahead and chop these, but they're dried, so they're going to go better if I use them in the food processor. So I'm going to add that. I'm going to chop those up really fine with the processor, add those to the mixture. And then I'm going to use this entire lime. So I'm going to take the lime, I'm going to cut it, and then I'm just going to squeeze the juice into the bowl, stir, and now we've got pico de gallo. I'm going to put this in the fridge and let it chill overnight.
It's pretty spicy. So, those dried chilies absorbed all the moisture, and it's just all throughout the whole thing now. This is really hot. Like, not like good hot, like not good hot. But I don't hate it. So, kind of reminds me of, if you go to Habaneros, they have like their normal salsa, and then if you ask for it specifically, they have this habanero salsa that's really, really hot. It reminds me a lot of that. These are not habanero peppers, but it reminds me a lot of that. Pretty spicy. One. If I were to do it again for real, I'd do a couple changes. About half the chilies, at least. Add some garlic, add some salt, not a whole lot. Other than that, like the severe, just how spicy this is, really not terrible flavor. Always remember, LBS. Like, hit that bell. Be sure to subscribe. Kwanzaa, dudes.